Hello, my friends, my friends, my frenemies, my enemies. How are you? I had a rough night last night. I got up in the middle of the night. I wasn't feeling so well. And actually, it was like early morning, but I was not feeling so well. I don't know if I slept poorly because of all the crazy news that was going on. Liz, hang on one second. Liz, this is the link for the mainstream. The mainstream. So, yes, if you can migrate over, then you can see everybody else. I dropped it. So, poor Zeph. Zeph is jumping from stream to stream. So, if you guys, hi, Ian, or Ian, you're an Ian, not an Ian, right? The Reiners news really upset me too. Yeah, it was that was really shocking. I did not, I mean, not that I'm like paying attention to everybody in Hollywood every single day. I did not see that one coming. I did not sense that we were going to lose a Hollywood great anytime soon. That was, immediately I went to Phil Hartman. I was like, oh God, it's just like another Phil Hartman situation. And I guess it is of sorts because Phil Hartman's wife had a substance abuse problem, and this is, I want to say tied, but likely tied to the substance abuse problems of their son, Nick, Rob and Michelle Reiner. So what I want to do today, guys, in our live, I will take questions from you guys, and I've added something really cool. There's Team Hypsee. Oh no, Anthony Geary died too. So if you access this link, you can request readings right there. There you go. We're going to drop that Hypsee link for you guys. And I added something really cool because I figured, we'll still do Mixtape Monday. I'll still take some questions. Hi, Becky. I'll take some questions from the chat. Make sure you either do super chat, super stickers, write it all in bold for your pop culture ones. If you want personal questions, I do prefer that you do a super chat or super sticker or buy it through Hypsee. Hypsee is actually a little bit easier for me to manage because I'm looking at the other screen. But I added a free Trust Your Vibes card. So if you want a free Trust Your Vibes card, go on over to that Hypsee link, request one. I will give you one. You can ask a specific question about it. Oh, Liz, I'm sorry, honey. You're stuck on the vert. I don't know if YouTube forces you to do the vert, but you'll have some. Becky's over there with you. Becky, Liz Griggs is over there on the vertical. Stick around and chat with her if you can. Yeah. So I thank God Dick Van Dyke made it to 100. But so we're gonna do some Trust Your Vibes cards for you guys. And Liz, Becky's a friend of mine. She's actually quite hilarious. She's very, very funny. So I have that deck at the ready. We're actually debuting it. I've never used it, so we'll have some fun with it. And I've got the Curious Creatures deck, which I love as well. And this deck always makes me feel like Australia, South African accent, because one of the readers, oh gosh, I can't remember the name of her channel. She's one of my favorites too. Happy birthday, Susan. She actually reads with this. She's a lovely woman down in South Africa, and I can't remember her name. Mad World Tarot. So love her, love her, love her. So, all right, let's kick it off. And I am going to drop some cards for my girl Zeph, because she's fantastic and I love her to pieces. So this is going to be a fun little reading that I do. And here we go. There we go. Okay. Is that big enough for my people on the vert? I hope it is. I'm going to make it a little A little bigger. There we go. There we go, Vert. You guys get a better view. Better view. Before we get started, I do want to do happy birthday to Susan. So, Susan, are you ready? Happy birthday to you, Susan. My cousin is born a few days before you. She's a lovely person. I think people that are born in December are super duper. Gregopedia is one of them too. So happy birthday, my girlfriend. So I'm just gonna pop up. Oh wait, Zeph left. So I'm not going to read for her just yet. Susan, I'm going to give you some cards. There you go. Susan, you're getting some birthday cards. When Zeph gets back, I will do it. All right. I got some questions coming in on the Hypsee chat. I see it there, Grace. Stick around just for a second. This is for Susan. So it's my first time using this deck, and it's the Trust Your Vibes Oracle deck. I love that. It's one of the things us psychics have trouble doing. And this is past influence, reconsider, present, current energy, listen to your heart. Hi, Penny D. And then advice from spirit is live and learn. So what does this tell us? In your past, you're second guessing or reconsidering your actions toward a certain situation. In the present, your current energy really wants you to listen to your heart and really wants you to listen to where you are going with this, what direction you should be going. Your heart will guide you. Your conscience will guide you. And over here, Spirit wants you to know that no matter what your actions were, no matter what the response to that was, relationships are assignments. It's in the Kyle Gray Raise Your Vibration deck. It's one of the cards in there. And I love that relationships are assignments. They really are. And what you need to do is understand that actions taken are sometimes the things that need to happen to us and around us for us to have a robust human experience. So there it is. If anybody else would like that 3-card reading, just let me know. When Zeph gets back in the chat, everybody shout her out because I want to give her 3 cards because she is amazing. But for right now, I am going to read Grace's yes/no question. Grace would love to know, will I be moving and relocating next year with my daughter or staying where I am? Let's see what we get. So moving and relocating would be a lot of the wand energy, maybe some of the sword energy, that's movement. But when we get to those pentacles, those pesky pentacles, they are about planting roots and being a little bit firmer where we are. However, they also say establishing foundations. So let's see what we got. The High Priestess. That is interesting because that is at the beginning of an adventure. And so the High Priestess it's the second card in the major arcana. We have the Fool, who's numbered 0. We have yes, Penny, we are streaming on both. We are vertical and portrait. So the first card is the Fool, second is the Magician. The High Priestess is really the feminine energy that pushes that Fool out into the real world. But I think this is good, Grace, because we got the 2 pentacles here. Because what that says is we're going to be leaving one place and going to another. We're just in the planning stages right now. So your adventure is ready to go, but we're in the planning having a lot of trouble speaking today, guys. I've already had like 3 fights this morning. So Anna Miller showed up at like 8:15 this morning as Greg was leaving to go to Philadelphia. Anna Miller was in the kitchen yelling about people that work in doctor's offices because I can't take it. So, okay, you're still in the planning stage. So first quarter, we look at a move. Strength, patience. Second quarter, 4 of Cups. Third quarter, Star. Fourth quarter, I think it's going to take a little bit of time. I think this is a bit of a long move, a long transition. Oh, Gregopedia is here. Wait, I'm going to yell real quick. Gregopedia, I just yelled upstairs. Are you home? Did you get home? Fun. All right. Oh, Haley Norton. Becky. Oh no, that's not the link. I see. Oh, Zeph, sit tight because I'm giving you a reading too, Zeph. Oh, Becky. I wonder if YouTube actually forces you to go, if you're looking on your phone, if it forces you to go into the vertical. Hi, Lady of the Lake. It's good to see you. Becky, I just WhatsApped you. I just sent you a link. I sent you a link. Lady. All right, so All right. So Haley has a question. What is going on with Megan's cruelty to her father? Let's unpack this a little bit. All right, vertical. I'm trying to get them all in the screen for you. Let me scooch them over, see if we can get them all in. Oh, Liz, I'm glad you're in the big chat now, in the big kids chat. Yeah. Lady of the Lake. There should be 2 streams, but Lady of the Lake, we adore you. See if we can get you over there. So, all right, what's going on with Megan's cruelty toward her father? And just so you guys know, I am a hair's breadth away from it hitting 8,000. So if we hit 8,000 during the live stream, I'll start freaking out. We are 8 away now. Let me just make sure that that's an accurate count. We are 8 away from 8,000 subscribers. 8,000 subscribers. Oh my goodness. Gregopedia. So Megan's cruelty to her father at this point, she has really sown a plot line that she can't get out of at the moment. That Page of Wands, she's going to have to rewrite the history that she kind of presented to some people. Did she present that history, a shady history, to Harry? Yes. She gave Harry a lot of conflicting stories. There's going to be a lot of, well, it's how I remembered it. It's my truth. That's what I thought happened. Knight of Wands. I think that there are some chickens that are coming home to roost as a result of this. And I think that her promiscuousness is going to come out in a big way. I do think that she played coy, and I do think that she suggested to Harry that her coyness was because of the stuff she had to endure. But I don't think that those stories ever really meshed up. I don't think that they ever. Hi, Bluesy. Stick around. Stick around. I got a few questions ahead of you. I don't think that those the stories that she offered up really made sense to him, but he kind of gave it a pass because he didn't want to. I don't want to say interfere because we know that that means something a little bit different in the United Kingdom. And I knew that from my ex, from Angus's dad. He would say, "Oh, so you're interfering with her?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? Like, what does that mean?" So I had to learn what that meant. So I think that the story, I think she's going to change the story if she said that if she said that it was her dad. I think the story is going to change, and I'm a little bit worried about her brother and any other males that had been around. I think she may say that there was inappropriateness from other males that were around. She is definitely going to say that she should not have been exposed to what she was exposed to on the set of Married with Children. She's going to say, well, if it was misconstrued, then, you know, I don't know what to tell people, whatever their takeaway from my conversation with them, you know, that's their takeaway. That's their thing. Under the surface, she is afraid that people are going to blow her story out of the water. That is what she is afraid of. That's the biggest fear here, and how to rewrite that history. Over here, the whole story is going to collapse like a wet taco. That's what we're going to see. So, you know, this was her redemption story of how she overcame so much. Like, she had to overcome so much. I don't think Meghan Markle really had to overcome that much. And I think this is the story of how she overcame so much. It was a much easier fit to get rid of her dad and say, well, you know, I'm a self-made woman. I wasn't a Nepo baby. Like, we didn't have a lot of money. A wet top. That line is from the original Father of the Bride, not Father of the Bride, the original In-Laws with Peter Falk and Alan Arkin, the dictator down in South America. We're going to Tijara. They went to Tijara, and they will collapse like a wet taco. It was the actor that did the hand puppet. So super fun. Hi, Gregopedia.
Hi.
So Gregopedia is in the house. So I think Meghan's cruelty to her father, she's really kind of stuck in a corner. She's got to rewrite the history that she's already written.
Nobody puts baby.
And what's that?
Nobody puts baby.
Nobody puts baby in the corner. So I think that's what's going on with that. Carol P in the house. Carol P in the house with a question on Hypsee. Guys, don't forget, you can buy a reading on Hypsee right now, live, or you can buy one for later.
Oh.
You okay?
No.
What happened?
I'm not okay.
So let me drop that comment down. Susan's birthday. I didn't realize it was still up. Carol Pease, will my son and fiance find contractor to install their new kitchen?
She shouldn't be marrying her son.
Stop it. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, that's it. Why are they having such a hard time? Ace of Wands in the spring. They're going to get somebody to come in the spring. I know this sounds crazy. I don't think that they contract someone through Home Depot or one of the big box superstores. I don't think they contract one of their guys, but I think they actually find a guy there when they're going to get something. They're going to see like the truck. They're going to say, okay, that guy seems pretty cool. Seems like we could do this. And then they go and look at his website. So they should be very, very mindful of trucks that they see with or contractor information on it. So absolutely keep an eye. It's going to be like a van though. It's going to be like an enclosed van that they're going to see. So, all right, let's go over here, see what we've got. Zeph, I'm throwing you 3 cards because you're my girl. So we're going to do these new Trust Your Vibe cards. Trust Your Vibe cards. Guys, Zeph is one of my top moderators. I have a lot of top moderators. You guys are all awesome. Top men. Texas Kit Kat is scared of the skinwalkers too. All right, Zeph. Zeph, my dear. Past influence. Take it easy. Present energy. Slow down. You need to take some of that from the back and bring it to the front. And the universe says, do what you love. So, Zeph, whatever it is that you love to do, that is your focus for today. Focus. Dave Murphy said, don't wet tacos become burritos.
Yeah, enchiladas.
Enchiladas, Greg said. They become enchiladas. So your focus is going to be on doing the things that feel really good for you. And I think that's good advice for you, my girl. I think that is excellent advice for you. Blue Sea, happy birthday. Let's do another happy birthday song. What's up?
Birthday song?
No. I don't think so. They should pay me promoting their song. Otherwise, I'll use the Weird Al Yankovic one. Happy birthday. All right, Blue Sea. So we got past influence here. Instant feedback. Present energy, new beginnings. And guidance. Be grateful for those things that have happened once upon a time. So easy read of this for the next year. The instant feedback, when people go, no, don't do that, or yes, that's great. Make sure that you acknowledge that and that you take that. That is good advice for you going into your next year. In the immediate new beginnings, you're starting a new year. Things are going to be exciting. I want you to reflect back on the last year. Spirit does. Spirit wants you to reflect backward and be grateful for all the amazing things that have happened. A lot of people do this on New Year's. They say, oh, I'm so grateful for everything that happened. I'm glad that this happened, or I'm glad that I overcame this. It absolutely is something that we should practice more often. Certainly more often. So I hope. What was that, Greg?
It's Christine Scott's birthday too.
Hey, oh, Christine, is it your birthday? It's Christine. Stick around, Christine. You're going to get some cards too. So before I jump over to Haley's, I just want to highlight Texas Kit Kat did a reading with her last week, and we did a little mediumship, and she's had some activity in her house, which is not unexpected after a little mediumship there. So I'm glad you enjoyed your reading. Oh wait, it's actually a question. It says questions. You've woken up. Let me pull some regular tarot cards on that. Hang on, Texas Kit Kat. Haley, I got your question. I have a few more in the chat here. And guys, I'm only 8 subscribers away from 8,000. 8 to 8. Let me refresh and see if we're still 8 to 8.
Should I make 8 email?
7. No, don't make 8 emails. We already laughed about that.
Make 8 sock accounts?
Don't make 8 sock accounts. We are now 7. 7. I feel like the count.
7 subscribers.
All right. Texas Kit Kat. Who's waking you up? You know who it is. You know who it is. I told you what's going on. 2 of Wands, getting better at communicating. Still a little bit sloppy. But so this is what you have to do. Like when our dearly beloveds are trying to contact us in our when I'm sorry, I'm laughing at Dave. I'm not psychic, Dave. I think you are. So when our dearly beloveds are trying to contact us, we have to kind of meet them halfway. So if they, I don't know, shake the chandelier, make an apple roll over an orange in your fruit bowl, tap on the top of all of your mason jars in the house, you have to quiet your mind and
Who would do such a thing?
communicate with them. That's what Greg's best friend talks to us all the time in the house. He's got a lot to say. He's got a lot to
Not
say.
anymore, though. I think he's in office and tired.
No, he was just ringing the bells the other day.
Really? What are they, the bells of St. Mary?
They were not the bells of St. Mary. Becky just went, oh, God.
Oh. What a load of pitch.
He was a chef. So our Greg's best friend that passed away in front of Chris's brother, the gentleman who passed away, he made an apple go up and over an orange. It was a ridiculous moment in our house, and I was very excited.
There's more to that story. That's too much to explain as to why it was specifically him and apple.
Yeah, we don't have time for it though. We talked about that on one of ours. Haley, yes, I am going to do more 2026 readings on the Royals this week. I didn't want to do them too close to Christmas, but I didn't want to do them too close to the beginning of the month. I wanted to make sure we got all that in. So yes. So yes, Texas Kit Kat. Relax your brain a little and see if you can have a conversation. A little bit of a conversation. All right, so there we go. I'm going to take Haley's question over here. And Haley says, is King Charles talking to Harry or is it radio silence at the moment? Let's see. Conversation or radio silence? 9 of Cups. I think it's a little robust conversation. King Charles is love bombing him right now, guys. Love bombing Harry. He is trying very, very hard to get Harry over there. What's Harry doing? Harry's got issues because his wife is going to be mad if she doesn't get to go to the really fun ball. Really fun Sandringham, even though she makes everything not fun. Like she just goes and makes it not fun. That is kind of the issue for him. And I don't think that he's vocal about this, but I think he's pretty much of the mind, like, if I go, she's going to be monstrous when I get home. If I don't go, she's going to be even worse at home. And if I bring her, it's just going to be terrible. So does King Charles really want Harry to come without Meghan? Yeah, it's a brand new start. He does want him to come without her. There is a contingency plan, I think, that King Charles is offering. I think he does have some kind of contingency plan where, well, maybe you can come first and then you can, hang out for pre-Christmas and then go on your merry way, or maybe you come for New Year's. I think there are contingency plans that he's offering. I think he really is trying to get Harry over. And I do think that they know he's at a low pit. This is an indulgent question that I'm going to do for myself in relation to this. Does King Charles have intel that their marriage is not good. Yes. As a divorced man, King Charles is telling his son, you don't want to be in that gray area that I was in. You don't want to be stuck there. You want to move forward and on from this relationship. If it's not working, you either have to fix it or you have to move on. And I think he knows that Harry is a quitter. Did I say that? So let me see over here. What's going on with Meghan's karma from mistreating her father? Well, let's see. Let's see what the Trust Your Vibes cards say, right? Let's see that. Past good vibrations. They had a good relationship. That's a pretty card, isn't it? In the present, work with your healers and listen to your body. Her body is sending her messages. If she is not sick, she's getting sick in the moment because her body is telling her this is all wrong and you've got to rewrite the script. So can she fix that karma right now? Can she change her karma in the moment? Can she change it? Fool in reverse, Justice, Four of Cups. I think she's going to keep lying, guys. I don't think she can write her way out of this. And what I mean by writing is like writing a whole new storyline. I don't think she can do it. I don't think it's possible. There are too many loose ends, like Greg says about R.R. Martin. He says with the Song of Ice and Fire epic series, he didn't write himself into a corner. He wrote himself out into a cornfield or into an open field, and now he's got to gather all those people back. So tricky. And apparently he's not going to finish the book.
He left it to B&B.
That really stinks. That really stinks. So her karma, she's trying to rewrite it. She can't tell the truth, Haley. You're right. You're right. Stacy, how are you and James? Oh, I just outed you. I'm sorry. How are you doing in the spiritual realm? Embrace your inner guidance. Giving you one. Get back to the body. Get back to bed with James. Get back in there. Get back in there. Let's see. And we also have for Mercury and Leo. What are Tom's feelings toward you? Nine of Pentacles, wish fulfilled. Queen of Cups. And Moon in reverse. This relationship is about to blow out. We're supposed to see it. It's going to be visible. So we're coming through some weird stuff in astrological terms. One of my friends messaged me this morning. There's a lot of weird stuff going on, hence the craziness in the news. But this relationship is about to come to the fore. So what's my advice to you, my dear? My dear. Knight of Wands. If you want it, here it is. Come and get it. Bum, 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 bum. It doesn't matter if you have to move. Because... It doesn't matter. Because I think that the relationship will continue anyway. Doesn't matter where you are. Home is where the heart is. Home is where the heart is. All right. How's everybody feeling? Better after that sad Mixtape Monday? Becky, can you send Samantha a link to the main chat, please? All right, let's get back over here. All right, I got Christine Scott. It's your birthday. Ba-na-na-na-na. You say it's your birthday. Ba-na-na-na-na. Probably get a copyright strike for that. I have a whole birthday CD that I made back in the LimeWire days. Who remembers LimeWire? Who remembers LimeWire? Merc, you and James, it said, get back to bed, get back to the body, get back in there, go get physical, physical. I want to get physical. Let's get into physical.
How do you get physical in the spirit realm?
I don't know. That's a good question. All right. So, Christine Scott, this is your past. Accept support in your past. That's a lesson that you learned. Present, current energy. Take it easy. Just like my girl Zeph. And Spirit says, let your higher self lead. So that is your message for your upcoming birthday. Or you said it's upcoming, right? Samantha, mine isn't either. I was all jacked up last night. Not good. In the middle of the night, I was awake. I was watching the Rob Reiner stuff last night. Just not a good scene. Not a good scene. Which, by the way, we should have another. And I got to clear that. We should have another report from them soon. Thank you, Greg, for doing that. So let your higher self lead for the next year. So this says basically you can accept support from the past, something you've done before, take it easy in the present, and let your higher self lead you. That is their advice. That last card is guidance from Spirit. So again, we're using the Trust Your Vibes Oracle card. I'm going to have to put that on the link. And is Megan closer to seeing her father? Is she any closer to packing it up and going on over there? Is she going to do it? Is she going to go to the Philippines? The Sidley twins are actually looking up flights. They're like, go. Like, there's a flight. It's leaving now. You're very welcome, Christine. Three of Swords. That's a maybe. That's a maybe in reverse. Queen of Swords. I don't think she'll go there as long as her brother is there. I don't think her brother will allow Megan to be alone with their father. And that's going to be the first thing she's going to say. Well, I want to speak with him alone. And Thomas Markle's just going to be like, absolutely not. You're not allowed to talk to him alone. That's really what we've got here, kids. It's going to be a stalemate. I think she's also going to, and I said this earlier, one of my predictions about her, I said that she's going to blame the press on her not being able to have a relationship with her father. She's absolutely going to blame the press. Grace, I'll ask that question right now. Is she going to see him face to face before his end? Now, I'm going to put this down, face down, because what I think is that she is not going to see him until he's unconscious. So, Hangman, yeah, in reverse. I think she will roll into that room, movie star style, sunglasses on, all in black. And I think she'll go in there and, hold his hand while he's dying, or stand there and make sure he's dying. It sounds terrible, but I do think she'll do that. So yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got. So we got Archie and Harry. Are they living in the UK? Black lace parasol. Exactly, Sam. Ian, I got your question there. Archie and Harry living in the USA. Oh, I'm sorry. I totally focused on them living in the USA, and I think that they are. I think they're in the US, not the UK. Are they in the UK at all? No.
Weird Al's living with a hernia.
Is it living with a hernia? No, I don't think that they're in the United Kingdom. I don't think Archie is in the. I don't think they're in the UK. I don't think they are. So Grace, this was something I talked about briefly in the production video. Erica Kirk has asked that no one speculate on that and the Candace Owens meetup. I will read on it after. I want to see how their relationship is after. I stayed away from the Charlie Kirk readings. I made a promise to myself that I wasn't going to read on it. His kids are too little, and it was too horrible. You know, I mean, any assassination is, but his kids were too little. I didn't want to start speculating on it. People wanted to know if Mossad was involved, and there was the whole Candace Owens thing that was going on. And there was another autopsy report, and there was fake this and fake that. And I just didn't want to add my voice to that. You know, I thought that was really a terrible and tragic loss. And, you know, it was just that. I didn't know that his wife was not there. And I'm so glad that she wasn't there. But it was all over the internet. So, you know, I'm sure she has seen it. She doesn't seem like the kind of person that would shy away from it. So I will read on this later this week. Okay, promise later this week. I will read on this though. So yeah, Candace is way out of line. Way out of line. Hang on. So, Ian, I do think that that's the last guy she was dating. So let's unpack, and we'll get the Brittany Oracle. Oh, no, I can't get it. It's too tightly packed in there. And I think this will be the last one. I think Candace is making the Kool-Aid. This is going to be my last one. I am
the Flavor Aid.
Huh?
You mean the Flavor Aid? Flavor
Aid, yes. Explain that to Samantha. I'm going to close the questions, y'all. So Gregopedia will explain the difference between Kool-Aid and Flavor Aid in respect to the commonly used phrase. So is Brittany still dating Paul Richard Solis? Now, Seven of Swords, she figured out that he was shady. She got rid of him. He's gone. He's gone. Thank you, Zeph. Questions closed. So why does she pick these guys? Two of Pentacles. She has freedom of choice. That is what's going on. She can pick a really wealthy guy. She can pick a really poor guy. She has the luxury of selecting any partner that she wants because of the position that she's in the world. And Brittany really, in her core, Judgment in Reverse, believes that everybody is really nice and that, you know, it's just good stuff, y'all. Just good stuff. We're just having fun.
She pothole?
She's not a pothole. I did think that that commercial sounded like her though. She also thinks that the grace that she extends to others, the benefits, the fun stuff that they get to do, will make them better as well. You know, that will improve their standing, their situation, and it'll make everybody just so happy. Like, let's just go get a ski doo. Let's rent some ski doos and go have some fun out on a slough. Bless you.
Thank you.
So, Queen of Swords, that's one of the things she's looking for, a leader, and when she realizes that they're not leaders, she does get rid of them. You know, she gets a little frustration. Can you get me? You know, some of these guys, like, the extent is they can go get her a Pepsi out of the fridge. They can't really do much else, you know, can't really do much else. So that's why she does that. What's drawing her into these guys? What is drawing her into these? And that guy had like 5 kids. I got 5 kids to feed. Kool-Aid's actually better. So, what is it about these guys? 4 of Cups. It's the promise of what they could be if only developed over time. Brittany sees the potential in everybody. She sees the good. It could be the crappiest person in the world, and she sees that kernel of good in them. That sweetness, that kindness that they show to her grows exponentially. Yeah, you know, Sam Asghari, I do think he was hired help, but Sam Asghari, her last husband, he is on the cover of Playboy right now. You can go look at his abs. They're on full display. I think he's allergic to shirts. I'm just saying. But he is not talking smack about her. Well, let me check, Dave. Let me make sure it's still only 7. Hang on. It's only 7. Somebody's going to unsubscribe in a minute. And I'm going to be like, ah. I'm going to freak out if somebody unsubscribes. So I'm actually going to flip over. Will Brittany ever find true long-standing love? 7 of Cups. She's not met her Knight of Pentacles yet. She has not met him yet. 6 of Cups there. It is somebody from her past. Wouldn't it be great if she got back together with Kevin Federline and kind of relegated him to like one of the back rooms? A lavender marriage is not a bad idea for her. I don't think it's a bad idea. But she likes to get a little, so that lavender marriage is not going to do it. Yeah, I'm sorry, Grace. I don't want her to really get back together with Kevin Federline. But it's somebody from her past. Is it Jason, her first husband? No. Kevin, Page of Swords. I don't think he would be opposed to it. JT. No. Who else has she dated? Fred Durst. Oh, Fred Durst. Twisted Tiara. It is good to see you in the chat, my friend. Wait a minute. What? Let me go back. Oh, YouTube unsubscribed. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Ian. Yeah, that happens sometimes. That's interesting. Huh. We're going to have to see with Brittany. We're going to have to see. But guys, I am going to close it up. Fred Durst. Yeah, she dated Fred Durst. That's out and about. I actually met her when she was dating Fred Durst. Her team was ridiculous. They were he's the singer from Limp Bizkit. if you don't know who he is. Her team was ridiculous. They just did not want her and him like alone at all. Like they were like, they were like freaking out. So yes, she did date Fred Durst. So kids, tomorrow I'm going to be on a lot later. If at all. Wednesday we'll be back to the regular schedule. Tomorrow is hair day, and so I gotta get what Steven says is let's chop your mop. But I am going to be live on Hypsee all day today. If you guys want to get a reading, Twisted Tiara, I'm using a new app and it's 75% off the first 10 minutes. So it's actually pretty cool. But if I'm feeling better, I will schedule something in the morning and I'll let you guys know before the end of the day how I'm going to do that. I'm absolutely wiped out right now. I'm very, very tired. So I don't know what's happening, but I will be continuing my 2026 predictions for the Royals. This was just Mixtape Monday. I wanted to answer your questions today. So for the rest of the week, we're going to be doing grading of my predictions from 2025 and then doing live predictions for them for 2026, all of the celebrities. So I'm going to grab a bite to eat. Then I'm going to kickstart my Hypsee app. But guys, I think you are fabulous. Hopefully tomorrow we are going to be at 8,000. So once we hit 8,000, I will do a surprise live and celebrate that a little. Do a little dance on here. Do a little dance. I'm dancing, but I'm going to go get something to eat right now. I'm going to get some tea and toast. But thank you everybody for being here. We are going to exit to the Mixtape Monday music. And I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your day. I'll see you in the future.